Welcome to the Bromium Appreciation Hour. We are going to sit here and talk about the molecular element bromium. So, Kumo, what is your favorite thing about bromium?
Well, for one, I think it's pretty cool because, it's one of the stages of cancer that it really enhances, you know?
You know what? Yeah, I like when I got the my grandpops, he got the bromium. He told us, like, I got the bromium, and I was like, bro, that's what happened.
Yeah. But do you know what I don't like?
What?
When a bunch of fucking German villagers come through the forest, like, with torches and pickaxes and fucking brooms.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
It's
like they're like, come on, so we are going to find some monster. And it's like, dude, I'm only part German, okay?
Exactly. Every time I try to go home from buying groceries, they start coming out with their goddamn torches and their picks and their fucking, I don't remember what that's called, whatever. Listen, Kumbel has a box cutter here, and I don't know why he has it here.
Because I live out of the countryside and I got a tool shed.
Scary. This is very scary indeed. I don't know why. Jesus, criminy. So, Kumbel.
Yes?
What should we talk about in this famous bromium hour?
Well, we do have a couple things.
Yeah.
But first, I want to start with a fun little topic of a good old little childhood thing.
Wow.
Now, when you're a little boy, you meet other little boys in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and especially when you're an adult, you meet little boys as well.
No, bad.
Okay, well, listen, we'll talk about that later. So,
We won't.
Yeah.
Okay? Jesus, fuck. And then you're like, hey, dude, can I come over to your place? Or they're like, hey, you want to come over to my place and, like, play with Legos or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's pretty cool. Sometimes it can go really fucking weird.
Yeah.
And you learn more about the person than you fucking want to.
Exactly. My God. I have a few of these, and you have a few of these. What's happening with you, Kumbo? What playdates did you fucking...
Well, at some point... Okay, this was when I lived in an apartment complex on the weekends with my dad. And it was this neighborhood kid that I used to play with sometimes. Play video games, shit like that. And at some point we were like, let's play cops and robbers.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, I'll get the handcuffs. He goes into his parents' room.
Oh.
And goes in the drawer next to the bed and pulls out these handcuffs. With the little they got little fuzzy things. There's also a whip. And I was old enough to know what that is because thank you, internet. Thank you for that one. And I was just like, I think I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, what's the problem? I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah, it's time to.
And it's like, wow, what's the problem? It's just like, I don't think I want to tell you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
That's real. That's fucking real.
It's amazing.
Gross.
Fucking hell. There were some kids who I knew who you could tell their fucking parents. They were getting up to it. And it was weird when that stuff was really apparent.
Oh yeah, when you found out about that. It's just like you enter a world you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know you too much. I know you too much. I barely know your last name, but I know you too much.
Oh, yes. My God. Okay, well, Kumbel.
So, what do you have?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to... Well, one good one was, I used to have this real weird friend, and, the one who we talk about occasionally.
Yeah.
Yes. And, we used to do so many weird shit. Like, we would occasionally, like, try to film videos, weird Jackass-esque videos that was never released. But one time, we were like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like a funny sketch comedy, where it's gonna be like, a crazy food cooking show or some shit.
Wow.
But it's gonna go awry. It's gonna be wacky. And I was
Kitchen?
Yeah, it was that.
Oh, wait, no, that's just us drinking.
Yeah, it's true, actually. Fucking hell. We didn't drink yet, but let me tell you. So what we did was... Oh my god.
Anyway.
So what we did was... we went to the back of this convenience store called Hem Shop, which basically means, buy shit for home. I don't know. So
it's just a convenience store.
Yeah, it's a convenience store that nobody visits except for kids at this local school.
Oh yeah, because the school we went to was super
was
close
right next to it.
that. Yeah, and on the lunch breaks we'd just go there.
Yeah,
and get like candy and shit.
And it was really bad.
It was not a good thing to do.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, we went to the back of that store, and at the back, this store didn't have very strict locks on all their thrown away product, one could say.
At the time, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was just there. And we were like, oh, cool, we can use this for a funny show, for props. And so we literally took the worst thing we could possibly take, which was, we took this fucking... We took like this pack of milk, and we were like, okay, we'll use this for our set. And we went to the forest, and I think this was like 5 or 6 p.m. It was like late. It was like getting dark outside. And so even if we filmed this, it would probably look like shit. But I got into the forest. No, wait. Here's what happened. I grabbed a pack of milk, but he was the one who had to hold it and like do the show. And so I gave it to him. Okay, cool. And so he's holding it, and he was like, "Hey, today we're gonna do a cooking show." And I'm filming with my shitty little phone. Pre-smartphone. All the phone video looked like literal like 5-pixel shit. And he grabs the milk pack and it fucking explodes onto him, and it's fucking just like fucked up sour milk. And I just recall the atmosphere just turned. It was just like, yeah, we're fucking done here. And we just went into the bathroom of this gas station that's nearby, and he just started wiping off. So it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Jeez.
That's a good time.
Yeah. Here's another one from another story from me. At some point, I was hanging out at this one kid's place who has 2 younger brothers. We were playing Wii Sports.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah. You probably know the story too.
Yeah.
We were playing Wii Sports and with his 2 little brothers. One of them was about fucking 8 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of them was 3. The 3-year-old at some point gets his hands on one of the Wiimotes. And he flings it into their expensive ass plasma TV.
My god.
And yeah, it breaks.
Oh.
And we were like, oh no! And then the kid's mom comes in and she's fucking furious.
Oh no, the parents were home.
Yes. She was fucking livid.
Yeah.
And no blame on the 3-year-old. No, it was our fault apparently because we riled him up.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
You're corrupting him.
What? No, we're just playing
Nintendo.
We were just playing Wii Sports, bro.
Yeah.
And dude, at some point, and she was fucking. She was mostly yelling at like her sons, like some guys. And I was just like sitting in the stairway, just like, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, you're not going home. You're gonna stay here. And I was like, you literally can't make me.
You can't do that.
No, it's like, I'm going home. You can't force me to be here. Bye.
Yeah. Why did she want you to even stay? As like,
I don't know, because she was gonna yell at me too for some reason.
Okay. I guess.
I was just like, I ain't fucking having that.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Wow. Listen.
Bye. Get a new TV, losers.
Fucking, oh my.
I'm gonna go watch The Simpsons on my TV. That works.
Yeah, bro. I gotta give that 3-year-old prompts. He's gotta be pretty fucking strong 3-year-old to throw a fucking Wii.
No, right?
Destroy it. So, yeah. Oh my god. He was trying to do the fucking thing in Mario 64 where you throw shit through the window. It's beautiful. My fucking goddamn.
Yeah.
I know I have several of these experiences where players have just gone wrong. Oh god.
Yeah, but the ones I mentioned, the 2 ones I can remember from.
Yeah.
at some point, I used to have this one friend that was like I knew in since that I met first with in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And we would fucking play sometimes and shit like that. But eventually, it's like once I moved from that school to your school, even at that point, our friendship was kind of like we didn't have really much in common.
Yeah.
You know. And then I met up with him again once we went to like middle school. It was like, hey, dude. It's like, hey. All right. It's like weird. I'm like, oh, this one kid you always hung out with when you were like a kid, when you were like fucking toddler.
Yeah.
Then meet up again like when you're fucking preteen, and it's like, oh, we have nothing in common, huh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Have it good.
Good God.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm gonna fucking burp.
Wow. Gross.
Sorry. Oh my God.
I'm the one here drinking Red Bull, and you're drinking coffee, and I ain't burping at all.
Yeah. It's because I'm cool.
Well, the real reason I'm drinking Red Bull, love, is because today I'm a little bit fucking exhausted.
I don't even get why.
Oh, I'll tell you why. I will tell you why.
Oh.
So, yesterday, I was supposed to be at a punk show.
Ah.
I was going to see the Addicts.
Yes. And the Addicts, for anybody who doesn't know, that this ain't some, random ass band. This is one of the old school motherfuckers.
They're like one of the big, like, if you haven't listened to them, you probably know their logo because it's fucking infamous.
Yeah.
It's the, it's that fucking creepy, Joker ass looking guy with the bowler hat.
It's the Joker moment.
Yeah. Monkey, as he's called.
Huh.
And yeah, I was going to see them last night. I went all the way to Stockholm to see them. And let me tell you, to get so people know, we live in like the middle of Sweden.
Yeah.
Literally in the fucking smack down middle.
Yeah.
It takes like fucking 4 hours by train to get to Stockholm.
Yeah.
And yeah, to get a train to Stockholm that would arrive at a good point where I could do other stuff before the show, I had to go at like really early in the morning.
Yeah.
I woke up at like fucking 5 in the morning the day I was going. I was going to wake up at like 7, but sometimes it just be like that. You just wake up earlier than you really want to.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, might as well just go.
Yeah.
So yeah. Fucking rode that long ass train to Stockholm. There wasn't there isn't really much to say about the train ride. It was just like I just listened to the Snark Tank podcast all the way there.
Yes.
But then
Crumble, I need to correct you for a second.
What?
We gotta promote our brand. You were listening to the Poverty Palz podcast. Hold on, we're running.
Okay, yes. Yeah. I was listening to the Poverty Palz podcast.
Yes!
Yes. On Spotify. Wait, no.
No.
Anyway.
Okay.
So, as I arrived at the train station, I got out and had to do some stretches because I was so fucking stiff.
Yeah. Fucking Jesus.
And then I was like, okay, how do I get to the Old Town?
Oh, that's the question.
The Old Town being a part of Stockholm, for people who don't know.
It is an old town.
Quite literally, yes.
Yes.
And it has a lot of cool shit in it.
As seen in Kiki's delivery service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just wandered around the fucking big old train station there, trying to find a way to get to the Old Town. I knew I would have to take a subway or something.
Yeah, of course.
Let me tell you, where we come from, things like subways is fucking alien.
Yeah, shit ain't here.
It ain't here. All I know is bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't really prepared for that. On top of that, the whole the shock of how many fucking people there are.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Holy shit, Stockholm is fucking way more cluttered with folks than where we come from.
Yeah.
And so I was just like fucking around the fucking train station trying to this machine doesn't give me ticket.
Yeah.
And I was just like looking at my phone and it's like a map and I was like, it's only 19 minutes away. I'll just walk.
Yeah, it's probably better.
So yeah, I just walked there. And yeah. When I got there, the main thing that I wanted to go to this place called the Sci-Fi Bookstore that sell a bunch of comics and mangas and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And the one I got was
shit. Which one is this?
It's Blam.
Blam?
Blam. It's a really fucking cool one, honestly.
Wow.
I talked a bit about it in the Unironically thing.
Oh.
It's the one where it's like this guy traversing through a giant fucking world.
Oh my god.
And has very little dialogue.
Oh my god.
A lot of it is just dedicated to traversing this giant fucking world and shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and the art is super fucking cool. A lot of awesome designs.
Man.
Detailed as shit.
It's fucking...
And yeah, it's really fucking good. I'm probably gonna get the second book and more.
I need to go to this darn bookstore.
You'll probably find it online.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But online is gay.
It can be. Yeah. I was actually surprised I found it there.
Yeah.
I merely wanted to get it by the recommendation of Solar Sands, YouTube man.
Ooh.
He made a big... he talked about it in his fucking... fucking super long video called Monumentality.
Oh.
I recommend that video too. It's really good. And yeah, it's a good book.
Wow.
I'm glad I got something good out of this trip.
Yeah.
After that, I went to this bar I wanted to go to called Misbehave Bar. That's like next to the fucking harbor down at the old town.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got a whole nautical theme to it.
Wow.
Yeah. And they had really good burgers, dude.
Oh.
Really good burgers. And I got some cider and a beer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, time to head to the hotel.
Yeah.
Which, for that, I actually had to figure out how to use the subway, and it was actually way easier than I fucking thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, no, it's just like, go to the thing, get a ticket. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm off. So yeah, I found out how to get there. And after a little bit of almost getting lost,
Yeah.
I finally found my way to the hotel. And at that point, I brought up my phone to be like, oh, maybe I need to show them my... the email that I got to confirm my booking for this hotel room. That's where I get the information that the show was cancelled. Because one of the band members was in a car collision. He's okay. He'll pull through.
He's okay, you're not.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm glad he's okay, but I'm not.
Oh.
I was immensely bummed out. Both that the show got cancelled and also it's like, oh fuck dude, I really hope that guy's alright.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, the dates have been moved to December 31st.
Yeah. Interesting day for them to move it to.
New Year's.
Yeah.
And we'll see if I go there.
Yeah.
The only thing that will make me go there is if Love comes with me. Which he might, apparently.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, and I was just like, looking through my phone being like, is there anything else I can do? No. Okay. So I checked in, went to my hotel room, and I went to bed.
What a good fucking time.
And I was just like, please just let me fall asleep so I can be tomorrow so I can go home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. It's a big...
That was a big fucking bummer.
Pretty big bummer to travel all the way to Hellscape and then...
Yeah. Ugh, fuck, man. Sucked.
Jesus Christ. So, I have...
Well, first I want to finish up this little thing.
Yeah.
I'll say there is some positivity here. I'm more knowledgeable when it comes to this kind of traveling because, as you might have be able to tell from the story I've told, I have not much experience when it comes to just fucking off to Stockholm on my own.
Yes.
But now I'm a little wiser, at least.
Of course.
I know a little more.
You're a wiser boy of olden years now.
Yeah. And also, another thing that I come to learn, whenever you're going to travel like this, to an event, always have a plan B.
Yes.
Always have a plan B in case something just fucks up.
Yep.
Have something else you would like to do in preparation. Because if I had that, and if I found out about the cancellation way sooner, I probably just would have went like bar hopping in the old town.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Kumbo, you know what's gonna happen now? We're gonna do a thing similar to what's a good comparison? It's one of those stories where it's like, oh, what happened on this night? But it's two perspectives. Ooh. So I'll tell you what happened on my Friday.
Oh.
So
this kind of reminds me of that time where I talked about going to Sweden Rock and you weren't on your fucking drunken fueled trip with a psychopath.
Oh yeah. It's actually kind of similar. So here's first I should say, in my stupid, stinky gay school, which is what it's called, I've now met a group of random ass film nerds, music nerds, random people. They're cultured weirdos.
Wow.
And they were like, "Hey, dude, you wanna come to this fucking Halloween thing where we're gonna watch a bunch of movies and get drunk?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would be very into that."
Yeah.
And yeah, found out about that, and it is all, it's gonna happen the Friday, and I only found out on first day. This took place outside of this city.
Oh, in what city then?
It's called Hovmanstorp.
I think
it's slightly outside. Yeah, but you gotta take a weird bus, and So I meet up with two of them in the middle of town, and mind you, I've only talked to them like once before this, and funny memes, discuss Minecraft, okay, and then
hell yeah,
yeah, and we get our liqueur, and we get on the bus that takes about maybe 20 to 30 minutes to get out. It's a pretty long time for a bus, but yeah. We get out to that part of town, and I'm just expecting it's this guy's pad or whatever. He's a small little place, and we get to his house. You go inside. This man's house that he has with his parents. He lives with his parents, but this house is the most fucking insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this shit was a goddamn fucking Caesar's Palace.
Oh,
the most insane shit I've ever seen. I don't know what kind of drug dealing his papa does, but this shit was insane.
I think you just became friends with a rich kid.
Maybe kinda, but listen. So we go upstairs because that's where his room is. It's a big place, and he has this fucking projector thing. There's a big bed sheet it's gonna project it onto. And for the time before all the others arrive, he decides this, okay, I'll put something on to have in the background on the projector screen.
Yeah.
So he puts on Akira on mute.
Oh!
And then this other guy, he says, hey, let's put on some music with that. So he puts on the very famous 75-minute song "Dope Smoker" by Sleep.
Wow.
And let me tell you, this needs to be the new Dark Side of the Wizard of Oz thing. Everyone, if you ever want the best vibe you've ever had, fucking put Akira on mute and listen to "Dope Smoker" by Sleep, because goddamn, really doomy stoner metal would combine with that shit was that was the definition of a vibe. We sat there for an hour and didn't even do anything else. We just were mesmerized by this on this giant projector screen.
Dude, I'm jealous.
Yeah, it was so insane. But yeah, and we watched a bunch of weird ass movies.
Hell yeah!
I suggest we watch Evil Dead 2, and that was a good suggestion.
That's a great suggestion
because they didn't expect it. They didn't know what that was.
Oh, they'd never seen it before.
Well, half of them didn't know what it was.
Oh, hell yes.
And they laughed so fucking hard when it became a comedy because they didn't think it was going to be. But yeah, and it was a good meme. Oh yeah, we saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which let me tell you. If you want to have a fun time on Halloween, don't watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it is a very good movie and it's very innovative for its time. But it's not a fun time.
Yeah, it's gruesome.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. It's not even necessarily that it has a lot of violence in it. That's one of the things. That the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't have a lot of violence in it. It's just psychological. They use the way, I don't know. But, yeah. And I started to realize towards the end of the night, how the fuck am I gonna get home? Because I started looking at the bus times. So I was like, okay, there's one bus at 1:18 or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know which side or whatever. And so one of the fucking people decided to drive me home.
Oh.
And I forgot to fucking say the most important part of the story.
Wow.
So, towards like midnight, this guy's parents had made tacos.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so it was just his family downstairs. And it was the weirdest experience because I didn't expect me to have to face his entire family while pissed drunk because it was midnight. And so all of us just went down. We all sat around this dinner table eating tacos while we were pissed drunk. And I was trying
just imagine your glaze you look like.
Yeah, next to this fucking guy's family I've never met before, just like... It was the weirdest thing. It was fucking epic. But yeah, and then I got driven home by this random guy in the place, and he blasted spooky scary skeletons.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking super jealous. That sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it was a little better than your experience on that It was a good meme.
Bro, I gotta get into this group with you, man.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like a bunch of cool fucking dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. Okay. Cool, what do you want to talk about next? And why is it bromium?
Bromium? We all talked about bromium.
Oh, yeah, we got on the bromium topic.
Fuck, man. Let's see.
I can talk about something.
Yeah.
Fellas.
Didn't you have something, like, prepared?
I can't be... Well, I have a ton of things prepared.
Yeah, good.
Fellas, I can't be part of the Poverty Palz anymore.
Why's that?
Because I'm rich now.
Because you made $50 off of your fucking Undertale animation?
No, because I made $60 off my Deltarune animation.
Okay, yeah.
Listen.
You got me.
Yeah. Okay, in all seriousness, my Spanta animation actually made money, which has never happened before, partly because I didn't have my AdSense on for the first 7 years of my career.
But now you can do that.
Yes, but now that video, for some reason, it's doing well financially, and
how many views does it have at this point?
That's like 72,000 views or something. Wait, I'm gonna check right now. Here we go, because I have it up here. Your videos. Motherfucker, it's got 73,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because, and I believe it's now making $10 a day.
Damn!
And I hope that continues, because, man, if I continues...
That would be great!
Yeah, it'd be pretty epic. But it's funny, because it has way less watch time than my Birdly video, which also has more views, so it has more views and more watch time. But that one made $5. I don't know what's going on, and what YouTube's inner mechanisms are.
Who does?
But whatever.
You have to be like a fucking... specialized scientist
Gotta
for
be a
that
special
shit.
ed for that shit. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's like making money off of what you do is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty epic.
I mean, I can't complain. I've been making pretty good money off of commissions.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it's pretty cool when you can fucking buy groceries with the money you made by doing a drawing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But it's nothing, it's hard.
It is hard.
It's very hard.
Oh, yes.
So hard that I decided to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
On Monday, I'm gonna start going on this, what do you call it? A workers course?
Magical cruise?
Basically, a job education. I'm gonna learn how to drive a fucking forklift.
Oh, yes.
And work in warehouses. Because...
What's so hard with lifting a fork?
Listen, love, you don't understand. Forks are heavy. But yeah, I'm just gonna... I just want to have that on my fucking belt.
Yeah.
You know? Because relying on art is fucking anxiety-inducing as piss.
Yeah, and also...
And will give me a stroke in the end.
Yep. And also, a lot of the time it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not a direct science, that one.
Yeah, no, it's obvious. It's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, you're getting educated to
work in warehouses.
Wait, I just realized you're getting educated to do the Shenmue thing.
Exactly.
He gets to work on
that is actually part of the courses. We're gonna do a little race.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Haha, you're so cute. You say that to everybody. Fucking. I can't remember if that was an only place joke or not. God damn.
Speaking of Shenmue, actually, I've been watching Joel's playthrough of it.
Oh, Joel is playing Shenmue. That's perfect.
Oh, dude, he's played all of them.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I would actually recommend his playthroughs. I only watched like 1 and 2. I kind of didn't want to watch 3 because I was like, I don't want to. This game, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the same like appeal and charm to me as the first two have. The jank, of course, that is.
The thing about Shenmue 3 is that the only media you need to consume regarding Shenmue 3 is Super iPatch Wolf video. It's called Shenmue 3 is terrible and I've wasted my life. Everyone has to watch that video because it is fascinating how bad Shenmue 3 is. Like, it makes you run around in circles for like 8 hours on some shit. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same charm.
Yeah, it's more so just fucking boring.
Yeah.
So here's a fun fact for everybody.
What?
I learned this recently, that apparently, this is a weird fact that I learned, that everybody, you might have heard the name of this soccer player called Ronaldo.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I know of him.
That guy.
It's like one of those names that I've heard for my entire fucking childhood because, let me tell you folks, the boys love soccer in this country.
Yes. They're like, yes, soccer! And they fucking have giant soccer hats on and they fucking dress up as a soccer ball. It's fucking... I don't like it scares me, but this guy, Ronaldo, I think he's a fucking Spanish man, but...
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
They're all the same, but...
Portugal.
They're all the same countries.
Okay.
So
well, who can I shouldn't even complain because I've mixed up Portugal and Puerto Rico. Talk about fucking Ronaldo now.
I mixed up Portugal and France, so let me tell you, I learned recently that apparently he, the tone of this story didn't lead very well into the statement, but apparently he was convicted for like raping someone in the US.
Oh my God.
In the United States. And what's funny is, it's not that part, it's the fact that the Football League's reaction to this was, whenever Ronaldo plays in a game, they don't play in the US, they just don't bring him along. That's their solution. He's not out, he's just...
Well, I do know that the whole, like, FIFA thing is fucking evil.
Yeah, oh yeah, man, I mean, yeah, all of those fucking things. But, funnily enough, the weirdest part is that when they do go to the US, there's this fucking other guy called Noraldo who comes in, and he's got, like, a mustache.
For fuck's sakes!
That's not true, but it should be true. That would be fucking amazing.
Dude, most fucking soccer players are fucking psychos.
Oh, yeah,
anyway. I mean, Zlatan, that guy has a fucking Jesus complex.
Oh, yeah, he really does.
He really does.
Yeah, he's on every fucking commercial in Sweden, everything, and he's like, hello, you need to buy my pizza. It's like, I don't care.
Dude, he's legit fucking full of himself.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
It doesn't help that the fucking a bunch of idiots in this country fucking fuels that ego immensely.
Yeah, he's a god, and fucking... See, here's the thing, I have...
Just because he can kick a ball good, don't make him a good person.
See, here's the thing, I think that the more money you get paid for the less things you do, the more insane you go. Because soccer players... Listen, all due respect, okay? You can do a little athletic thing, you can do a little thing. You get paid millions for this.
Whether you win or lose, you get paid millions.
And it's just, I think you go insane at that point.
Yeah, you gotta go, you have to go a little fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh. Fucking hell. Oh.
Then again, most fucking rich people are fucking maniacs.
I mean, yeah, it's true. So, let me tell you.
Ooh.
Okay, Kumba, let me tell you what happened earlier this week.
What?
Shit went a little crazy.
Yeah.
It was like that Prince song, Let's Go Crazy, everybody.
Wow.
Thank you. Earlier in this week, I woke up to an email from the people who provide my, I guess it will be in quotes, paycheck. You know, it's just money I get for going to school. It's kind of a negotiation here. I got an email from them because, you know, you have to apply every year to get it renewed.
Yeah.
And, you know, every year I apply early because my mom says you probably do that. Apply early.
It's a good thing.
Don't do it too late. So we do it in November usually. And usually what happens is, you know, you get an email that says, oh, well, the school hasn't given us enough information. And that's because the school they haven't sent out the shit yet because it's early. But I'd forgotten that this year.
Oh.
And so I got the email that says, we're not going to give you CSN. The school hasn't given us enough information. Yeah, blah, blah. And for a second I thought, did I fuck up? Did I do bad? Or did they cut off my paycheck completely? And you know, I was like, wait a second. So I deduced in my head here, rent costs money.
Yes.
And if they cut off my money, that would be a ban. So
yes.
So I was like, oh my god. And like I was like fucking, it was like heaven was falling down upon me. It was fucking like, I don't know, what would one say, true terror. And so I just I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go outside. And so I walked up to our shopping center, Samarkand, in the rain. I just had a little walk.
That's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, I just walked forward and just listened to George Harrison's "All Things Must Pass" because that is the therapy album, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to that if you ever need to not die. But
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I just listened to that for an hour, and I went up there and I just bought a bunch of fucking beer from our liquor store, and I went home. I sat down and I just fucking day drank for like 3 hours while watching Moto March. And that shit was like, that. I think in my mind, back in my subconscious, that's like my code red plan. That's just like, okay, well, I can't deal with anything right now.
That's the big cope.
Yep, that's the copium right there. And then, you know, I talked to people on Discord, and you know, somebody from my school, and he's like, oh, you could probably appeal that. This probably works. And next day, I go into school. And I'm so scared. I am ready to fucking plead the OJ case because what I'm scared of.
You're ready to go down on your knees and suck.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And suck the fat clit. That's disgusting. But so what I assumed when it was shut off is that because I had been sick for like a week and a half at the beginning of the school term, and I had some weird like neck problem that I went into the doctor for.
Yeah.
And so I assumed that accumulative time taken off, they were like, okay, well you're having too much time off. We're gonna snap the thing off. But and so I was like, okay, well I'm gonna prepare my case. I was preparing the OJ case here. I was going to fucking reason like a motherfucker. I was going full Saul Goodman. I was going to fucking con them back into giving me back. So I was so happy. I found the doctor's bill for when I went in to get my neck examined. I was like, holy shit, this is my ticket. This is my ticket out. And so I went into the school, and I was so fucking nervous. And I went to the person who does the CSN, the payments.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I have to talk to you about something, a concerning email. And she was like, oh no, that's normal. We're going to turn it on next week. And I'm like, okay. And I left. That was awful. There was nothing. I just forgot. Because I forgot about an email I was going to get, I had a complete just collapse.
Oh my god, love. Well, let that be a lesson to you.
Yeah.
To have a calm down, son.
Listen, I was already worried, and that's why I thought that email said that. So,
yeah, I mean, I've had months where fucking I actually didn't get any money for like being on the dole because I might have slipped up and missed doing a thing that I was supposed to do, and because of that, being like, they're like, oh, you're not gonna get no money next month.
Yeah.
And be like, cool, I just spent a bunch of money while I was on vacation. Oh fuck!
Oh yes.
And yeah, that was actually that was like August or something like that, where I ate a lot of soup.
Oh yes.
A lot of soup. I went to Lidl a whole bunch.
Many soup.
And by the end of the month, before I got my money, eventually, I was broke.
Wow.
I was literally broke.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's fucking fixed.
Yeah.
And back on my feet again.
Cool. Well,
Sometimes it be like that.
yeah, sometimes it do be like that. Cool. But what is the cheapest?
That was why I fucking started doing commissions at the time.
Yeah.
I think I did. Was it doing commissions at the point?
Probably.
I don't even remember.
Cool. Well, what is the?
I blocked it out of my memory because of the soup. I can't eat soup again.
Too much soup. Cool. Well, what is the cheapest, really good food that you had during that time? What is like the food that you're like, I can't believe this is this good, despite.
That's probably the fucking 5 crown fucking macaroni that they have over at IKEA.
What?
Yeah.
So, that's literally under $1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, for pasta.
Yeah, pasta. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it wasn't just soup. It was pasta and this thing in Sweden we have called falukorv.
Oh yeah.
It's basically like a big sausage, and you like cut it up, and it's like really good with pasta.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
So
yeah, fun times. Everybody.
And also, when it came to beer, over at Lidl they had beer for like fucking 3 crowns.
Yeah, that's literally like under 50 cents, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You can't beat that deal.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this is a commercial for the local Swedish store called Lidl. Go there if you want to feel like death.
It's not just Swedish, it's like fucking European.
Probably.
I think it's actually from Germany.
Yeah, that store is just like, I don't know why I get this aura of death when I go to that.
There's a reason it's just a straight up meme now, thanks to Joel.
Yeah. Oh, did he make it a meme?
Yes!
Thank fucking God.
Lidl shoes, boy!
Yeah. Oh, it's like, I get the aura when I go into that store. The people that claim they get from the Super Mario 64 personalized cartridges. It's like, oh, these... Don't ever... You know what? Go into one of those once and feel it.
It's beautiful.
Oh, God. I did actually use...
But it was a fucking savior.
Yeah.
When I was fucking down in the dumps, I had no money.
Of course. I can't believe there are 3 of those in this fucking town. But
yeah, another thing that helped me along the way was recycling all the fucking cans I had in the shed.
The cans. So there is some legitimate reasons as to why we are called the Poverty Palz. Oh yes, but as I've established, I can't be called a Poverty Pal anymore. It's my Spanton video. I'm a big shot now. Okay.
And soon I will be a working class boy.
Yeah.
A working class pal.
Yes.
Working in warehouses and driving forklifts around doing fucking donuts.
At the moment,
that is part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working at Staples warehouse. Gonna do donuts.
Well, I'm not a working class boy. I'm more of a fire psychic type. But listen, Lidl was good for one thing, and I used to buy this from them. The one that's more in the countryside, that one over there.
Yeah.
I used to go there, and they had these cheap-ass fucking donuts with, like, custard filling. I used to buy, like, 4 of them for 20 crowns. Yeah. It's like $2.50, everybody. So, and that's the only good use of that store. Thank you. So, now you know all your Lidl uses.
Yes.
It's spelled Lidl.
Yeah, most people probably know what Lidl is, thanks to Joel.
I wouldn't say most people.
I'll let you be surprised.
Okay. My God, I'm trying to think. Because there's... Oh my God, I forgot about the most important story. The story that I literally messaged Kumal about when it happened. Jesus Christ. So... Good God. So this is a story about something that happened in school. And actually, it's best if I start from the beginning of the day.
Oh.
So, it's a magical adventure. Get ready.
Wow.
Okay, so the beginning of the school day. This was about, maybe I'd say 2 weeks ago. So, 1 week before the scary stuff about them shutting off my money, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I started off the day, got to English class, and let me tell you about English class in this school. So, we the first semester,
I mostly remember English class being really easy.
Yeah, useless. It's useless.
Well, for us, because we are fucking weirdly good at English.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm weirdly good at English.
English. So, yeah.
My mind is gone.
Let me tell you about the English class in this school. The first year, all I had to do was read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ah.
Funny book about racist guy. So, because
I remember we had to read Of Mice and Men.
Oh, damn! I read one of those too. So yeah, that was all I had to do for the first term because I think they didn't have an advanced English curriculum. They only had one, and I had done so good in the first test. They're like, okay, you really shouldn't be in this class, and so I just read that. The second year, I got this random other English teacher, and she was like, okay, you need to buy this weird textbook.
Textbook?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's school. So,
oh, yeah.
You gotta buy this weird textbook that has a bunch of bullshit in it. I was like, fine. And they would buy it. We used it twice. Used it twice. And then, new teacher comes in. And this year, start off, we do our bullshit. And she starts giving us assignments from the book. But, she provides, scans of it up on the service site.
Yeah.
That we use for the school. And so I'm like, okay, they got scans up there. I don't have to buy the book. And I slip up once. I slip up because while I was sitting in the classroom and I was really tired because it was the morning. And I saw the assignment on the board and I asked her, where do I find those pages? I shouldn't have asked. I should have just gone in on the fucking site. But she says, oh, that's in the textbook. Do you have one? I should have ran, but legit. So, and I was like, no, I don't have one. And she's like, well, okay, let's go in here. I'm gonna get you a book, and you can buy that book. And legitimately, as she was walking out, I was walking with her, and I was legitimately considering just running out of the building because I was so fucked financially. I was like, I can't do it. I can't buy another useless textbook. And it was so fucked because every step of the way I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to buy this book. I'm not buying this book. I'll do anything else. And she's like, well, you need to buy it. And so basically, bought the book involuntarily.
Yeah.
And I got back in class. I put down the book, and I sat in that class, and I did nothing for the rest because I was like catatonic. I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Because literally I tried to do the assignment, but I I don't know, anybody who's ever had severe anxiety attacks, your eyes just start darting around, you can't do shit. But so
just when you're fucking super stressed.
Yeah.
You just shut the fuck down.
Yeah, but after that class I was like, oh, this is a bad day. But then we get to the golden part. We had an assignment in our main course, because when you go to one of these bullshit fucking high school after high school things, it's
basically I fucking dropped out of high school and I need a fucking education so I can get jobs.
Yeah. So you basically just have a main course where you do a million things.
Yeah.
And so, for our main course, we had an assignment where we had to make a 5-minute podcast.
Oh!
Yeah, and we had to, in that, make an argument for something and, get some reasoning, get some facts in there, and make an argument for something.
Okay.
And I had decided I was going to make mine based on, what I was seeing around some random people at the school. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make mine debunking some of Jordan Peterson's main arguments. And let me tell you.
Oh, they got Jordan Peterson fanboys at that school?
You don't even know how common it is among young Swedish guys. It is everywhere. Every young Swedish guy talks about it. And
gross.
Yeah. And so, my main thing was, I was gonna debunk that. And I didn't necessarily know that we were gonna play this for each other. and so, we sit down in a little circle. It's like half the class. And we get to play the podcast, and we listen to them, and then we say what we think afterwards. And so, let me, I'll run through the podcast we had here. So, I should start this by saying mine was played at the end of this.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. So there's this scientific study that says that for example, like, what comes before something will influence how you think about another thing, like that. Like, things put next to each other, juxtaposition, shit like that.
I suppose.
Yeah. The sequence of these podcasts, and in the sequence they came, was so funny. Because the first podcast was this 15-minute long, like, very legitimate argument for, what's it called? The inequalities that women suffer in the workplace, and it was like, had stats and shit like that, and it was a very, very recent podcast. The second podcast was from this fucking guy, and as usual, I'm not naming names, especially on this one. So, the second one was this fucking guy who had recorded this thing, and the audio quality, first of all, it sounded like the Joker tape in The Dark Knight when he has the fucking camcorder. It's like, the city. and he had a voice that kind of sounded like the Joker. and the thing he says is, so I want to talk about the society, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Did he seriously?
Yeah, he starts talking about the society, and basically. It's what you would expect, everybody. You know what it is. It's like, them people complain too much. Everything is fine. Everyone's equal now. So that's basically the whole thing. But it comes across as very frightening because of his voice.
Everything is okay now?
Kind of like that. And
fucking apathetic loser.
It was so funny because of the way he said it. But the best part is that, like, about a minute in, he says, I want to talk about something that someone who I admire, Jordan B. Peterson, and he starts talking about him, and he makes the argument I debunk in my podcast. And I was just sitting there, I couldn't even handle this shit. I was just like looking at the ceiling because I'm like, I can't do this, man. And I made a tweet around this time where I said, sometimes something is so awkward that it's not unpleasant anymore. It's just funny. But yeah, that was the second podcast, and everyone struggled what to say after that cast because you have to give comments on them, and everyone's like, and my comment was just, you spoke at a good speed. You didn't go too fast. Sometimes people talk too fast. That's my comment. The next podcast was this thing about Edward Snowden, funny spy guy, and the way this podcast was presented, the first 30 seconds was him blasting Brody Quest. What the fuck? And also known as the famous meme song from a long time ago that goes and it was him screaming over like, welcome to my podcast. That came after those two, and I was laughing so fucking hard. I was like, and the teacher is just sitting there, and she's just like, semi-stone face. She's like, I don't know what the fuck to say. And oh dear God, and it was a very funny podcast. It was very well prepared. And then we get to mine, which was the last one, and I didn't know what to do.
I want to actually hear. Yeah, like, I can give me an example.
Well, okay. I can honestly put this up as an unlisted thing and link it in the description of this.
Well, isn't it in?
It is in Swedish, but
Yeah. Well, no, I just want to hear like what you've thought about the Jordan Peterson thing.
Okay, so the main thing I said in that was that Jordan Peterson makes an argument that before you go out there and you protest for something, or you speak out about some sort of issue, you gotta clean your room, have your own shit intact. And I said, that sounds like a good point at first, but most of the people who actually got shit done throughout history did not have their shit in order. Like everyone, like so many people who got shit accomplished had major personal issues, and
that's true.
And then I argued that because Jordan B. Peterson is a hyper traditionalist, and he says that fucking women shouldn't wear makeup in the workplace if they don't want to be sexually harassed, and I said that in my thing, and let me tell you, when I said that in the thing, the guy in the second guy was just like,
The guy who like admired him.
Yeah, he just said
just like tugging his collar like.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, but my main argument was just that it was what's it called? What's it called when you're trying to trick? It was trickery. It was dang trickery to try to get people to not to preserve the status quo. I'm sorry, I'm slurring and I'm dying. That was the main thing. But yeah, and Jesus Christ, and the cherry on top. This hurts so badly because like okay, so after mine, everyone applauded. And the fucking guy, the second guy, the Joker guy, one might say, he fucking said, he was just like, I didn't get applause for mine. And I was like, why would you say that out loud? And it was palpably awkward, and I loved every second of it. And while the Roy Peterson thing was being played, I just didn't know what to do, so I sat in my chair in this position with my coffee cup, and I was just like...
just like laid back.
Yeah, just looking up at the ceiling, so I couldn't look at it.
Oh.
And, so...
For once, in true form, you had a everyone clapped moment.
Yeah. Oh, God. So,
that's so beautiful.
Yeah. Fucking hell. This is one of those, I wish every fucking person who listens to this podcast, I wish you would have been there to experience this. Okay.
I'm glad I'm out there. I would have been fucking like... I would be biting my knuckle trying not to fucking laugh. You would be bleeding and I'll be tearing up.
Yeah.
And as soon as I stepped out of the room, closed the door, you would just hear like...
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. And, yeah. As an epilogue to that story... later that day when I was sitting at the computer trying to get some work done, one of the school computers, the Joker guy sits next to me. He looks at me and he says, "So you like Jordan B. Peterson, huh?"
What?
I don't know why he asked that, because quite clearly I did not.
No.
And I said, I used to, but I don't anymore because I didn't want to go into it, so I was like, I just tried to fucking stop talking about it. So yeah. That was that. So God damn.
Oh boy,
this was a story-heavy cast. We talked about shit.
Oh yeah, I was saying about that guy. If he ever has a trench coat, hide in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay.
Damn.
Let's get to.
It's music time.
Oh yes. You know what? Before that, I'm gonna get some water.
Oh yes.
I wore out my front.
Ooh. Boy, oh howdy, man. Boy, oh fucking howdy.
Boy.
Oh.
This is my glass.
What? Whoa.
It is time
For the music time.
Music time. Okay.
Well, I feel like we should start with the album I gave you.
Yes.
Which is an unfortunate one, because I had this brilliant idea.
Oh yes.
The album I gave love was Sound of Music by the Addicts.
Oh yes.
It was gonna be this cool thing where it's just like, I just went to their live show. Now we're gonna have Love talk about the music
Yes, exactly.
by this band.
Yeah.
And I gotta get, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But still, they're worth talking about because holy fuck, you don't understand. This is probably one of the fucking catchiest ass punk bands to ever exist, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me tell you about Sound of Music by the Addicts, released in 1982.
Yeah.
Where are they from exactly?
England.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, this is a, I suppose it is a punk album with a lot of interesting flares to it. There's a lot of things to it, you know?
Well, most notable thing being the whole clown theme.
Oh yeah, they're clown men.
Yes, as I said before, the main singer dresses up as like he looks like a cross between the Joker and Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. He's got a very distinct appearance, and let me tell you, when I had seen his appearance, I knew, I was like, oh, I hope the vocals sound this particular way, and they do. They sound exactly how you would want them to for that kind of thing. And oh my God, there's so many things to this album. So,
what was your reaction to the first track?
Well,
which starts with fucking circus music.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, it just starts in circus music and it cuts into the fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just this like fast ass punk song.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. So, a few songs I want to highlight. Well, okay, first of all, Chinese Takeaway. That one I heard a long time ago. I have that on my playlist.
Yeah, I feel like at some point I might have like shown you a couple songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've been into this band for a long time.
Yeah, Chinese Takeaway. It's a very catchy song. I assume that's the one that's probably that's the one a little more popular.
It's one of the most popular ones.
Yeah. An interesting thing about this punk band is that they use a lot of they're not afraid to break from convention. They use instruments that other punk bands wouldn't. For example, on Chinese Takeaway, they use an acoustic guitar mix.
Yeah.
And I like. I'm gonna go through these actually. I'm gonna say what I like about them. So Johnny Was a Soldier. I really like that song because it
Johnny was a soldier. He can't dance no more.
Yes, exactly. That song uses the punk ethos very well because the lyrics are very minimalistic.
Yeah.
Because most of the lyrics are, Johnny was a soldier, now he can't dance no more, and that's all it needs to be said, frankly.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not a lot more. And it's brilliant like that. And Disco is a song called Disco. It's basically like, well, it's them just being like, hey, you want to go to disco? It's like, no.
Yes, being like, don't you want to go? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Don't you want to go? No, I don't.
Of course. And eyes in the back of your head, it feels like that, you can tell that song's about some shit. I don't know, it feels like it's bigger than you'd think. And then we have my favorite song on the album, Joker in the Pack.
Yes, which is their like most popular song.
I can't fucking believe that this punk band used a goddamn violin for the thing, and it works so goddamn well.
I know.
I love that song. Fucking Joker in the Pack. Oh my God. And next song I want to highlight is My Baby Got Run Over by a Steamroller.
Yes. Yeah.
Which seems to be about a guy seeing a girl and be like, hey, yo, baby.
Yeah, seeing his girlfriend be run over by a steamroller.
Yeah. And I believe the line was, what my baby got run over by a steamroller. I didn't even get her number or some shit. Oh my God. And A Man's Gotta Do, that's a good song.
Yeah.
And Easy Way Out, that one I highlight.
That's a song about suicide.
Oh yes, and that song specifically, weirdly enough, that song gave me huge Oingo Boingo vibes. In the way it's structured.
I would say also with like the way it sounded, gave me like Dead Kennedys vibes.
Yeah.
It's honestly like the hardest song on the album.
Yeah.
It's like basically hardcore punk, that song.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love Too Young.
Oh yeah.
That's a very that's probably a song I would have related to hardcore when I was a young man. Yeah. And it's it's about how, too young to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I also want to highlight the song You'll Never Walk Alone.
Yeah.
That's a really good song, and that was the song that like, I was looking forward to hearing that live because I knew there was gonna be like a fucking everyone was gonna sing that together,
Yeah. Oh, that was the one that was like the acoustic thing, right?
No, that was
Am I remembering right?
It was like it was a slow song, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And
it's kind of like an oi-poink song in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this album is really good. I really like it. It's very unique.
Yes.
The only song in the album I don't like is the weird cover of I Want to Be Sedated, where they had like the weird drum machine. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That one's
yeah. This is a very good album, and I'm going to continue listening to this band.
Yeah.
I need to hear more of this shit. This is brilliant. Very unique.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a fan. So, yeah. That's the man.
Yes.
Got frightening eyes. That's the main thing about this band. Oh, fucking hell. So yeah. And
now it's time to talk about the album Love Gave Me,
so
which I listened to fully on the train ride home today.
oh my god. Okay, yeah. So Jesus Christ. So this album, this is actually a new step for this music segment, because this album, I didn't necessarily give it to Kumbo because I thought this would be right up his alley. I was just curious how he'd even react to this. Because, frankly, so the album in question is the seminal We're Only In It For The Money by Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention.
Yep.
And, I'm gonna just give a little bit of context for this album before we get into it.
Please do, because it needs it.
So, basically,
oh my god, it needs it.
Yes, Frank Zappa. He in 1967, he was starting to notice, the whole hippie thing happening.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Oh, this is fucking stupid. It's another trend. They're trying to push this fucking trend from the corporation.
And it's phony."
Yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna burp. So, yeah. And so he wrote this album called "We're Only In It For The Money," which it's basically, it's half like, I can't describe, but it's half like,
I just want to bring up the album cover, which is a clear parody of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Dark mirror of that cover.
Yes.
And so then he was like, okay, I'm gonna make this album that's half music and half John Cage inspired, like music concrete, which basically means sound collages. And
yes, a whole lot of static noises, weird fucking shit, and quite literally bells and whistles.
Oh yes, and he cut this together in a way that would basically be as off-putting as possible to the typical hippie looking for a groovy time.
That is exactly the fucking thing that I got from this album. The idea of some hippie putting this on and being like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And that made me love it.
Yeah, this album is fascinating because, like, okay, so I'm just gonna describe a little bit of this album. So it starts this song called "Are You Hung Up?"
Song?
Well, okay, the intro is called "Are You Hung Up?" and it's just, it's creepy whispering people, and it's weird sped up guitars. It's some weird fucking thing that sounds like Bart Simpson, yeah. I believe, like, okay, so the whispering people, I believe that's, one of those is Eric Clapton, unfortunately.
Wow!
Yeah, he was in the studio at the time, and, so, then we get into more normal songs and things like that, Who Needs the Peace Corps?
Yes.
Which, has one of my favorite lines on the album, which is, what was it? I'm gonna love everyone. I will love the police if they kick the shit out of me on the street.
Yes, which, exactly.
Oh dear God.
Now I'll join a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
And I will live with them. I will become their manager. I will get craps, but I won't care.
Yeah, exactly. He will. I also like. I will always have a psychedelic gleam in my eye.
Yes,
of course. Oh my God. And then we get to the song "Concentration Moon," which is a song about a theory that was floating around the time this album was released.
Yeah.
Which was that there would be internment camps for weird people like hippies, dissenters, freaks, shit like that.
Yeah.
And that, people were gonna snatch up for these. And while that probably wasn't the case, there were in fact, random vagrants, hippies, and freaks getting snatched up, but that was because of MK Ultra.
Yes! God damn!
Isn't history interesting, ladies and gentlemen?
Boy, oh howdy it is.
Yeah. This song has an interesting quirk in that there's a weird spoken word passage in the middle that was cut off. There's supposed to be more of this thing, but this album was heavily censored when it came out. But there was a line that was cut out where he was calling the Velvet Underground a shitty band. And I happen to have the one Canadian pressing that has that line in it in my record collection.
Oh yes. And signed even.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Unfortunately so, because one of them was a diddler.
Yeah, one of them was a pedophile. But that's besides the point. Mom and Dad, which is a hilarious song about a fucking girl who goes out to a park with a hippie guy.
Yeah, and gets shot by the police.
And the parents don't care because they looked weird.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then, shit happens.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
You got any comments on what's going on?
Fucking... There's where's the ugliest part of your body.
Oh, yes.
I can't fucking remember any of the other tracks before that.
Oh, yeah, because these all connect. There's, Connect. And,
yeah.
It's Telephone Conversation, which is, it's just a weird interlude.
Yeah, that one. What the fuck was that?
It's just an interlude, talking on the phone. I still don't know the context of that.
Something about someone having a gun?
Yeah, I don't know. But, Bow Tie Daddy... It's like a weird Showtime tune.
Yeah.
Which I think, from what I remember, I think that's supposed to be about the dad from Mom and Dad. And Harry, You're a Beast, which I think is about the dad being a weird fucking marital rapist.
Oh my god.
So, and that song, it was censored too.
Yeah.
Harry, You're a Beast has a part in it that I didn't know was censored. I thought it was just a stylistic, choice. But there's a part where she's saying, don't come in me. Don't come in me or some shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, but that was all scrambled in a weird way. I love Harry or Beast's melody and the way it's structured. He would play that song a lot live with like giant big band orchestras.
Oh. And yeah, what's the ugliest part of your body?
Yeah, it's a doo-wop thing.
Some say it's your nose.
Yeah.
Some say it's your toes. But I think it's your mind.
Yeah, it's your mind. And the thing I really like about this album is, how... It's like, it feels like this album is just the sound of complete, like, societal and mental collapse.
Yeah,
like,
it feels like it.
Like, it all kind of ties together, where it's like...
One thing that I like, on the whole note of, some hippie putting this on, expecting a hippie putting this on, expecting a groovy time. The clear thing that made me realize, they're not getting that, is because... A lot of the times when there is a song, it feels so weird to say about a music album, but when there is a song that is like, it has a fucking groove and a tune to it, it's pretty short.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's pretty damn short.
Yeah, this is most definitely an album. There's most of these songs, these aren't just songs you put on their own. No. They all just fall, there are some exceptions, like, Absolutely Free, which is actually probably the smoothest song on the album.
Yeah,
because that one doesn't have a lot of insane shit in it. But I like that song, Absolutely Free. It's very I like the fact that at the beginning of the song he explains the first word of this song is discorporate. It means to leave your body, and it goes discorporate and come with this. It's amazing.
And next comes probably one of my
Flower Punk.
That's definitely one of my favorite tracks on this album.
Flower Punk is just an assault on the fucking sense. Like, it's amazing, because before this, most of these tracks, even though they had insane interruptions, the tracks were pretty, chill, pretty bog standard. And then Flower Punk cuts in literally, like, the beginning of this track is like, and it's like this coked up, like, weird, like, keyboard synth.
Yes.
Like, the drums on that song are fucking, they're just going for it. And... when I listen to that song again, I've come to realize it's kind of like the great granddaddy of egg punk.
Yeah, in a way, it is. I got that idea to it. Yeah, but remind me of it.
Yeah, and it's funny because this album will probably give you a peek into why I initially actually got into stuff like hardcore punk, and it's because of stuff like this, because I enjoy abject chaos. That's why
and because I listen to stuff like hardcore punk and egg punk, I can listen to this.
Yeah,
I can listen to music like this.
Yeah.
But first, before I could, I need to listen to people fucking screaming into microphones and just like jamming out on synths with fucking like drumsticks.
Oh, of course. Then we come to the seminal track, Hot Poop, which is 20 seconds long. And it's the guy whispering. So I think the whispering section of this song is the fucking guy going, I have 2 hit records on the chart, but it has brought me money. No, it has not brought me any money. It's only brought me pain. And that's the end of the first side.
Yes.
And also, the end of that song is also a censored cut-off portion of a later song, playing in reverse.
Then we get fucking
The most
nasal retentive calliope music.
Yes, nasal retentive calliope music.
Which is a whole lot of noise.
Nasal retentive calliope music is fucking intense. It is like...
It's interesting to listen to with headphones on.
Yeah, let me tell you, when I first got into this album, and I should state, the first time I listened to this album, I fucking hated it. But when I first got into this album, I was listening to it on like tinny, terrible, shitty earbuds.
Oh,
and let me tell you, nasal retentive calliope music is not to be listened to on that. It's not to be listened to at all, but yeah.
Well, no, like I listened to it with my good ass Marshall headphones. And it's, it's like,
experience.
It's just like shit bouncing off everywhere, which way.
Something I like about it is that I can't identify 95% of the noises on that song.
No.
It's like a weird hurricane of noise.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
But I wouldn't call it music.
Yeah, I mean, it's as I said before, it's a musical concrete. Thank you, that's the technical term. And, that song brings us into Let's Make the Water Turn Black. Which, that's another song that was played live a lot. Because it had a good melody to it. But, the Idiot Bastard Son. That song has a line in it that I like, which is, the song is basically about this stupid boy who's been ruined by his fucking upbringing. And, my favorite line in it, his father's a Nazi in Congress today, his mother's a hooker somewhere in LA. You know, the typical American experience.
Yeah.
And then we get the reprise of... Oh, wait, no. Then it's the Take Your Clothes Off When You Dance.
Oh, well, let's talk about Lovely Little Girl first.
Holy shit, yeah. Lonely Little Girl.
That's a good song, too.
Yeah, that song is probably... The riff on that song is probably the most conventional on the album, honestly.
Yeah.
It sounds a little Jimi Hendrix, that one. The riff, yeah, that's... I believe that was one of the singles that was released. Yeah, nice little song. And, Take Your Clothes Off When You Dance. That song is dripping with so much sarcasm. It is, like, palpable. And, then we get the reprise of What's the Ugliest Part of Your Body. And shit has turned sinister, let me tell you.
Yes, it has.
The thing I love about this album is that it just gets darker and darker until there is nothing. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. And the song just starts trailing off into this madness.
Which made me think of, like, boy oh howdy, I hope no hippie fucking took LSD while listening to this.
Yeah.
Sapa, you might have killed some people.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get to the second to last song, Mother People.
Oh, yes.
Which I find fascinating because, okay, I'm a fucking disgusting nerd. So I'm gonna... So there's a song on Frank Zappa's first album called Motherly Love, which is, you know, it's a goofy little song about the band. And I like to believe that Mother People is a follow-up to that when it's now gotten really sinister and it feels like it's a weird, like... It's portraying it as sort of a weird cult. And... It's just talking about the weird kinds of people they are. Yeah. And that's... The fucked up part is that line had the best... I mean, that song had the best line on the album, but it was cut. Yeah. Which was, shut your fucking mouth about the length of my hair. I don't know. I'm just fascinated that the line, shut your fucking mouth about the length of my hair, was on an album from 1968.
Yeah.
But... And the end of that song is some lovely orchestral music that was recorded... you know, the year prior.
Yeah.
And then we come to what is known as Pure Darkness. The final track on the album, which is the 6-minute long chrome-plated Megaphone of Destiny. Which I believe is supposed to be the Grammy. I believe that's what it's describing.
That would be pretty great. Because this isn't just like a critique on the hippies.
Yeah.
It's also a critique on, you know,
music industry.
Music industry, like hippies trying to get into it.
Yeah. And
like, you know, when we're talking about the cover of the album.
Yeah.
The, how you say, hippies
Yeah.
who are in the music industries. Hippies in quotes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Chromeplay Megaphone of Destiny is a song that, it is kind of like nasal retentive calliope music, but it's more, I would say it's more, dark and ambient.
Yes, I would. It definitely ends in just a fucking, just like, deathly way.
It's so, see, here's the thing. This song is, it has a few sections to it. So, and the fact that I can identify the different sections of this song means that I'm fucking mentally ill. But, you know, in the first part, it's just like weird ass shit going on, weird sounds. Second section, there's this manic laughing, and
Yeah,
and there are a few sounds of this album that just get stuck in my head. Like, there's one fucking laugh in that part that's like this guy hysterically laughing into a high-pitched, like, thing, and it's so fucking weird and off-putting. But, and then the final section is just like, it's just like, I believe it's a bike spokes being slammed down with a bunch of reverb on it. And at that point, it's just like, yeah, this is the end. And the album, of course, ends with a dark mirror of Sgt. Pepper's ending. Which Sgt. Pepper ended with the famous, you know, A Day in the Life, you know, big piano chord, like, boom. And this album also ends with a piano chord, but it just rings out, and it just, like,
it's off key as hell.
It just swirls around the speaker, and it just gets more, like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just pure bass flirting around your head. I don't know. So yeah, that last song in particular was actually a song I've grown to like more as the years have gone on. I'm like, I actively await that song now when I'm listening. I'm like, wow.
Gives me fucking Caretaker vibes.
Yeah. And the insane thing is that while this album was released in 1968, it was finished in early 1967. So this was going to be released during the Summer of Love, but it was held up because of the fucking Beatles cover. So, yeah. If you're any sort of fan of, like, Death Grips or fucking insane shit like that, I think you should give this album a listen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just like being given an album that's just like, there is a story behind this, and once you know it, you will like it.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, actually, at some point I did try to listen to this album, and I didn't know about all that.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
So here's the thing. This album was so fucking unapproachable and stupid to me when I first saw it. I was like, wait, this is supposed to be like his grand masterpiece? And I started listening, I was like, what the fuck is this? It gets interrupted every 5 seconds. But yeah, it's an interesting one now. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's the meme, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ.
This is one of the longest podcasts we ever recorded.
Yeah.
Just with the two of us, without the help of some fucking Australian.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. That was the podcast.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Go. See you again.